Hi there, welcome back to Pretty Much Flawless. Today in this video, we're going to be building a flux capacitor. Let's get into it. So first we'll explain what is a flux capacitor, if you don't know. Well, basically it's a fictional thing in the Back to the Future movies, which makes time travel possible. Alright, let's get building. So we'll go over the materials. So for the box, I have this very nice plastic enclosure here. You can still get the same style of box as I use in the Back to the Future movies, but I had this on hand, so that's what I'm going to use. Over a little bit more, you can see here these are salmon tins, and I thought they work very good for the flux capacitor project. We'll move over a little bit more. You can see here we have some very nice acrylic tubing. This is 5/16 outside diameter and 3/16 inside diameter, and we have a few 3D printed parts. And over a little bit more, there's a piece of plywood. So that's just for the structural part, and we also are going to be using LEDs. So the first thing we'll do is paint some of the parts. This will be painted a gray, this will be painted a yellow, all these three parts here, and then some of the tube will be painted, some of it won't, and these will be painted a nice light brown color. So let's head to the shop and get painting. So I have my shape cut out here. Now what we'll do is we'll masking tape around the outside. So we'll get that done. Alright, so we have the masking tape all around the outside. I will do a little bit of a better touch-up after the spray paint is on, but let's head out and do some spray painting. Now I'll start spray painting it. Alright, so what we're going to do for the LEDs is we're going to take a piece of perf board and cut it into 3 strips. So what we'll do is we want these 3 strips of these middle 2 LEDs. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this right here, covering the 1 strip, and then get our knife out. Just nice straight. Take some linesman pliers here and just kind of bend it a little bit. Alright, so I have my strips cut out here. Now what we can do is start putting LEDs in and spacing them out. So alright, so I have these LED strips made up. I have 2 of them made up so far, and I just make up the last one. So what I do is I'll take 10 LEDs, just clear up a little bit, lots of take 10 LEDs. Alright, so what we have here is we're putting LEDs into this perf board here, and we want to make sure they're all the same way. Here now I'll bend all the negative legs over, also known as the cathode LED. So now we'll solder all the LEDs. Alright, so now we got these 3 all hooked up. We have the ground wire. We have one ground, and then all the other wires hooked on. 3 of them here. And now what we're going to do is we want to get some tubing to cover them. So here's a piece of tubing that I messed up on. You can see there's a little bit of a scratch right there, and that would make it look kind of ugly. And you can see there's a little bit of printing. So use that tubing for another thing, which will be shown later. But right now what we're going to try to find is a piece of tubing with no writing on it. That has writing on it. So we'll cut another one the same length as this off. Here. These will be used for something different. And now what we'll do is take the length of our circuit board here, right there, and chop that off. Beautiful. Now what we'll do is we'll take our knife and we'll just go right through and cut this. Try to make it as straight as possible. Try not to damage the bottom either, because that wouldn't make it look very good. There we go. So now we got the bottom all cut. There, I guess the top, and then not scratching the bottom. And what we'll do is we'll open it up and then shove it over the LEDs. There we go, we got the tubing all on top there, and I think that looks pretty neat. It looks nice and wrapped in a tube. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to drill a hole for this so we can put the wires through like this. So let's get doing that. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we are going to get all these wires straight and put it through the hole here. Alright, so now what we'll do here is we're going to glue this cap on like that. So we'll apply a little bit of hot glue like so, and they'll stick it on, making sure we got line up with this hole here, making sure it's also in the center. There we go. And now what we do is we put a little bit of hot glue right there, and then we take this, just push this up here, like, and hit it on the hot glue there.
Okay, so hopefully this makes it easier. If it doesn't,
and there we go.
okay.
Alright, so now we got this all glued together. I have the other two assembled. Now we'll start placing it on the board here. So we have this one go up here, this one go down here, like this. Want to get it all lined up and give it to where approximately where we want it. That is looking pretty good. And we'll have to just mark it and then drill the holes for the wires to go through on the bottom. So here we have the 3 holes drilled for the wires. These right here, holes were a mistake. I should never have drilled those, but that's alright. We'll fix those up later. So what we'll do now is get all the wiring and then shove it all through down the holes. Alright, so we got all the wire through the holes now. What we're going to do is we're going to hot glue these cans into place. So we want to make sure we get them all lined up exactly how we want them. And then we'll hot glue them in place. Alright, so now what we'll do is we'll flip this over. And now we can get to work on the wiring. So here's our circuit board. So you're probably wondering where I got this fully customized PCB from PCBway. They make custom PCBs for your projects. Like my boards here, I designed them, uploaded the Gerber file on the website, and placed my order. Within several days, my PCBs were here. And that's not all they do. PCBway also does CNC machining, 3D printing, sheet metal fabrication, and injection molding. Check out their website. We have linked in that in the description down below. And if you're looking to make your own PCBs, I really recommend using PCBway. And I look forward to using them again in the future. And we have all our terminals from 1 to 10, and we'll have to wire all this up. So let's get to work. Alright, so now we've got the whole thing working. Now what we're going to do is we are going to power this by one of these cigarette lighter adapter things. This takes in the 12 volts and puts out 5 volts. So now what we'll do is we'll connect this up to 12 volts, and then we'll see what's on the output here. 5 volts, that's our wires there. since we're gonna have to put this in, run this through a box. What we're going to do is we're gonna make these connections detachable. So we'll put these on. Put these bolt connectors on. Yeah, it's working. I'll have to flip it over and show you. Here we go. Alright, applying the 12 volts power. It's going a bit slow. I have to adjust the potentiometer. Oop, there we go. There we go. Oop. There we go. So, it's working. It's feeding at 5 volts. So now let's go put this all in the box. Alright, so now we can peel off all the paper here. Peel off all the things that are covering it. So we should have a nice clear glass here. There we go. There we go, got that all clear. Now we'll put a vinyl around the outside here, just to for the black layer. That'll be good. Alright, so now what we have to do is open the lid, and now we'll put all our electronics inside there. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is we'll put down these wooden spacers here. We'll glue them in place, just so we can give the circuit boards a bit of room. Here we go. We'll just use a little bit of hot glue. Make sure I put them all the same way. Yeah, let's see. Alright, so now I have these wooden blocks glued into place. We can bring our board over here. Fortunately, I made these bolt connectors here so we can disconnect this. We'll just put this aside right now. And then what we'll do is we'll feed this cable through right there. And then what we'll do is we want to make sure we can get our potentiometer out to adjust the speed. But what we'll do is we'll plug our bolt connectors in. In case you're wondering, this board has all our LEDs and everything. It looks like that's popped off. That has to be glued back in place. Alright, here we go. Alright, we'll just glue that there to secure it. There we go. Now what we'll do is we'll apply a little bit of glue to each of these 4 things here, just to help hold the flux capacitor on. There we go. Now we'll flip it over, making sure our potentiometer here. What was that? Ah, our cap fell off. We'll have to glue back. Here, what we'll do is we'll shove this potentiometer through there. And now, point wire. There we go. We should be able to drop that in. A bit tight. There we go. At least we know that isn't going to come out now. That's good. Now I'll have to fix this. There we go. Alright, let's plug this in and give it a test. And there we go, the flux capacitor is fluxing. That's very good. And we can adjust the speed using this potentiometer here. Make it very, very slow. Or very, very fast. It actually looks a little bit weird on the camera right now for whatever reason. It looks like it's going backwards even though it's going forward. Bit weird. Alright, let's move on to the lid now. Alright, so we have our vinyl printed here. Alright, so now I'll take the transfer tape. We put it on the vinyl here. Now pull that tight. Right. Alright, let's grab the front there. Alright, try to get that end. Alright, I can peel this transfer tape off. Alright, so you got these stickers now. What we'll do, this is right here. Disconnect capacitor drive before opening. That'll be the complete sentence. And we'll get it right in the middle here. There we go. I'll take the other part of the sentence there before opening. There you go. Now shield eyes from light. That can go over here, right in the center. Got them on straight, perfect. There we go. And now, you can see there's some holes in the inside there. I messed up. messed up and I drilled those holes. So, I have something I'll put there. There we go. So, we gotta make sure the capacitor drive is disconnected. And yeah, it's disconnected. There we go. And now we'll open the box. And now what we can do is we can peel our sticker off. Here. There we go. Now, get this all lined up here. All right, we got that all done. Now we can take a look at it. There we go. Big thanks to PCBway, made by Pretty Much Flawless. All right, let's plug this in and give it a try. All right, so here we are testing it out. So the LEDs are all strobing. That's very good. And now we can adjust the potentiometer at the back here. We'll make the lights very, very, very slow, or very, very fast. Perfect. So, interestingly enough, this flux capacitor fits perfectly in between these two seats on a Ford Freestyle. And now what we can do is plug in our cigarette lighter adapter thing. And of course, this can handle 1.21 gigawatts.
1.21 gigawatts!
Like, what are you thinking? See this wire? Of course. Alright, plug that in. Now we've got a flux capacitor. Now we'll set the time circuits. And we should have enough road to get up to 88. Thanks for watching this video today. Hope you learned something. If you did, please subscribe. That would really help my channel. And I'll see you next time.